Sunram. Sunram finds it. OC left pocket three on the way. Tickles it twine.
Now it's Matty Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
To the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab, and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with 1:15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Halston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Tuesday evening inside the Shack. Welcome to our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, featuring Northern Cass, the Jaguars, going up against the Wahpeton Huskies here in our second semifinal. Winner has a game 24 hours from now in the Region 1 Championship against the Kinder Vikings after they upended Central Cass 65-51. Well, the loser will have a game and a season on the line game tomorrow in less than 24 hours from now, going up against the Central Cass Squirrels at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. The Wahpeton Huskies with a 66-48 win over Oak Grove. While for Northern Cass, a 49-40 win for against the Valley City Highlanders to get to the semis. We'll continue on our pregame show after this, dive into the matchup and some players to watch out for, and we'll take a look at some scores from across the way. That and more still to come on yourliveevent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 75 Red Angus bulls plus 20 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics, producing Red Angus genetics with sustainability for over 26 years. Request a catalog today. Call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189 or Facebook Jacobson Red Angus. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th, 1 p.m.
Are you looking for your next vacation rent? Call or text Mason at Cleveguard Rentals 701-552-3181. Family fun, girls getaway, retreats and get-togethers. Call or text Mason 701-552-3181. Located on West McDonald Lake, your vacation awaits.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems or working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they'll come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Call 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
As we continue on our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. It's the Wahpeton Huskies and Northern Cass, the Jags, here on yourliveevent.com. Chase Miller with you courtside of broadcast. So this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. For Wahpeton, 16-9 last season, losing to Kindred in the Region 1 Championship. Then they fell to a state qualifier against the Grafton Spoilers. They would love to get back to the Region 1 Championship, as well with Northern Cass. The last time the Jags have got to a region title was in 2016 when they went 20-6, defeating Oak Grove in the old Class B Region 1 title, losing to 4 wins Minnewacan at state, then taking 5th place up at state for Northern Cass. It was the first time since 2016 as well that Northern Cass is playing in a regional semifinal for the Jags. Head coached by Bryce Laxton with a mark of 15 wins and 7 losses, averaging 55 points per game defensively, giving up 51. They were led by the double-double of Miles Freilich with 10 points and 11 rebounds, and Trey Huzar with 21 points, a couple dunks in the contest for Northern Cass in a scrappy 9-point win, 49-40. against the Valley City Howlers. Well, Wahpeton got all they could handle and some against Kyle Card's Fargo Oak Grove Grovers. After a sluggish first quarter play, the Huskies got things rolling. Braden Steffens with 19 points in the win, also in double digits in terms of scoring. Landon Ralph 13 points, then 12 on the way for Bjorn Kubala in the contest here for Wahpeton. The Huskies, winners of 4 straight games at 15-7 on the season, averaging 56 points per game defensively, giving up 43 points per contest. We'll take a quick break. We'll take a look at some other scores from across the state of North Dakota. That is next on our Irie Insurance pregame show.
Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Bears Home Solutions is the Red River Valley's premier HVAC and plumbing company. Our team of friendly, licensed professionals has delivered top-notch service to the Red River Valley since 1978. Bears Home Solutions is the only name you need to know when it comes to heating, cooling, and plumbing installation, service, or repair. When you want it done right the first time, you need a Bear in there.
This is our pregame show, again brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com. That is IrieInsurance.com. From benefits to home to auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Again, go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. Out-of-town scoreboard looks like this in Division A. Devils Lake with a win over Grafton, 76-64 in the Region 2 tournament. They'll play the winner of either Thompson or Four Winds Minnewacan after the first quarter. Thompson leads Four Winds Minnewacan 10-4. Region 3 tournament, the Lax Burlington with a 56-40 win over Botno. They'll play the winner of Rugby or Turtle Mountain in the Region 3 championship. Region 4, Shiloh Christian gets by Killdeer 77-58. The Skyhawks will play the winner of Dickinson Trendy or Beulah in the Region 4 championship in A. Earlier today in B, Hankinson gets by Medina Pinger Buchanan 71-45. And in Region 2, New Rockford Cheyenne picks up a win over Warwick 46-42. On in Region 3 in the west of the Mount Auditorium, R.A. Deemers upends West Hope Newburgh 55-39. In Region 4 at the Bismarck St. Mary's High School, Central McLean defeats Garrison by 4. So those are the finals here today across both A and B. We'll keep you apprised of those once they become final. And a reminder, you can watch the Thompson Tommy Four Winds Minnewacan game on yourliveevent.com with Joe Lancello and alongside Kevin Kochman on the call. That does it for our pregame show, again brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. Back after this with our starting lineups and the opening tip for our second semifinal featuring Northern Cass and Wahpeton here on yourliveevent.com.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
For the last 25 years, Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties has been serving the real estate needs of Fargo-Moorhead and the surrounding communities. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Carlita is ready to help you evaluate the market and make the right choice for you. Take the first step into settling into your next home by calling Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties at 701-367-5918. Experienced, confident, qualified Carlita Dietz.
As we get to your starting lineups, let's toss it to our public address announcer, John Walsh, here for Northern Cast.
Sophomore, number 3, Hudson Reichel. Senior, number 4, Trey Hussar. Junior, number 30, Parker Zeski. And a senior, number 33, Keelan Munson. The Jaguars are coached by Bryce Laxdal, assisted by Chad Whitner. And now the starting lineup for the Wahpeton Huskies. A junior, number 10, Braden Steffens. A senior, number 11, Trayton Bout. A senior, number 12, Bjorn Kubala. A freshman, number 14, Jack Gilbertson. And a junior, number 42, Landon Ralph. The Huskies are coached by Jeff Ralph, assisted by Jordan Ralph, Joel Caveney, Andrew Lunsetter, and Casey Materi.
And again, our starting lineups here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller with you. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement by the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Northern Cast in their black uniforms, Jaguars across the front in gold with the gold numerals outlined in white. The Huskies in their white uniforms, Wahpeton across the front, purple numerals and lettering outlined in gold. Second time they met this season, the Huskies beat Northern Cast in their only meeting of the regular season, 55-32 on February the 7th in a 2-point game down in Wahpeton. Opening tip is on the way, and this opening tip going to be won by Northern Cast at 7:42 on a Tuesday night. Northern Cast will see this in the front court. That'll be Miles Freilich. Right-handed side to Hussar. Hussar taking the ball screen. Here comes a double and a hedge here by Landon Ralph and Kubala. Hussar gets by him as Hussar makes his way to the paint. Nice pass inside for Munson for 2. And you can tell immediately the game plan for Coach Jeff Ralph and the Huskies, get the ball out of Trey's hands. Munson with the first 2 points on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Huskies now will settle in here with Steffens. Steffens will utilize it left of the key as he works with it. Looking for a teammate, finds one right-handed side out of Mauk. Mauk here at the right of the key, crossing over on the interior. Mauk with a jumper from 10, partially blocked. Here goes Steffens, saves it out of bounds on the backboard as it will go towards Northern Cast. Huskies went 13 of 15 from the free throw line in their win against Oak Grove. They were able in that game as well to hit 7 threes, while for Northern Cast they went 12 of 19 from the stripe in their win against Valley City with 3 made three-pointers. Freilich will see this working left to right or from the north to the south rim here inside the Shield Center, as he will see it to the right wing. Little ball screen coming here. Miles makes his way down, lost the handle, and now it's going to be a turnover after he got tripped up. With it here will be Kubala. Kubala to the baseline to Ralph. Ralph back to Kubala here. Man pressure defense by Northern Cast. Wahpeton will see it right-handed side to Steffens. Steffens with it at the top of the key, crossing over right to left. Able to spin, jumper over. Freilich is up and in. Braden Steffens able to cross over, spin and shoot and score, and we're knotted at 2 apiece. Freilich will see this in the front court now. It's an all blackout attire here for the Wahpeton Husky student section. Ball will go to Parker Zeski. Zeski probing, looking right-handed side out of Munson. Munson will see this right, the key to Reichel, back up top to Hussar. Hussar taking a couple of hard dribbles. Trey looking for a teammate, finds one here to Zeski. Zeski at the right elbow, back to Hussar. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Hussar ripping it through. Hussar sees this, and there's going to be a foul on the floor. We'll see if it's on the bump or the help. It'll be on the help of Trayton Mauk, That'll be on the wrist. Trayton will pick up his first, team's first of this opening quarter. 6:13 to play here in quarter number 1. Inbounding it, left-handed side goes Parker Zeski. Zeski will slip this one out of Miles Freilich. Freilich will handle the basketball left-handed side to the baseline. That'll be in the hands of Reichel. Reichel rising from 15, up and in. Hudson Reichel with his first made field goal of the contest, and Northern Cass takes a 4-2 lead here with under 6 minutes of play in quarter number 1. Steffens utilizes it now for the Huskies as he does left-handed side to Kubala. Kubala with the ball fake now to Ralph, right to the key. Ralph right-handed side. This one will be in the hands of Steffens. Steffens at the free throw line. Left-handed side to Ralph. Step back three on the way for a Landon. Off the iron, no. Rebound and a foul. Good board here for Jack Gilbertson. The foul will be assessed on Parker Zeski. That'll be his first, team's first for the Jags. Both teams with the same record this season at 15-7. Someone's going to 16-7 and going to have a date with Kindred tomorrow in the championship. Steffens on the baseline, inbounds, can't get the jumper from 17. Rebound here for Miles. Freilich will see it here, using up that dribble. Finds it right-handed side to Reichel, who comes out and relieves a little pressure. Reichel with the basketball, taking the screen to the baseline, goes behind the back. Reichel sees this, looking on the interior from Munson. Now backed up to Azar. Left-handed side, Zeski around the world. It goes to Miles Freilich. Freilich at the left wing, going to spin on the interior. Step through to Zeski. Jumper on the way from the left wing's going to go long. Rebound as Munson climbs the ladder. Munson climbs the ladder and gets a loose ball. Here goes the Jags to the right-handed side. Good hands by Steffens as it steps out of bounds. And it will remain Northern Cass basketball. Against the Jeff Ralph Wahpeton Husky team, you got to have the grit, the determination. You got to win the 50-50 balls, because that's what the Huskies are known for during their time in the EDC and alongside here in the second year of this 3-division system. For Northern Cass, they feel like they got a club that can contend. Right-handed side, Zeski, little pick and pop to Munson. But the one thing that they're going to do is they're going to try to squeeze the possessions out of this game and shrink it. Ball will be missed on the attempt here by Reichel. Ball gets tipped out of Steffens. Steffens will see this in the front court for the Huskies. Able to spin. Right-handed scoop shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound for Munson, his second. Northern Cass will look to run when they can, but again, talking with Bryce Laxdal yesterday, he understands the situation of taking control of the shot clock, minimizing possessions. As Miles Freilich going to the paint, off the window for two. Takes the ball screen by Munson. The help comes late as Miles gets his first field goal of the contest. 6-2 at the 4-minute mark here, and all of a sudden you look up. Halfway of the quarter is all said and done. Left-handed side goes Malk. Malk taking the screen by Ralph. Malk with the basketball here. Jumper from the free throw line is up and in. Malk has his first field goal. 2 field goals by the Huskies coming at the free throw line by Steffens and Malk, and Northern Cass will utilize it here with Freilich. Freilich taking the ball screen. Wahpeton able to go underneath it. Miles drive kick to the baseline. Left pocket three for Zeski. That'll go short. Rebound for Bjorn Kubala, his second. Kubala working with it right to left in the front court in transition. Slows it down now to Steffens. Steffens will take a couple of dribbles. Braden probing right inside to Trayton. Malk on the interior. Able to give this one to the high post on the cut. This one going right down the paint. Shots off the mark. No good. After the miss by Gilbertson. And a rebound here for Northern Cass. Trey Huzar up the floor. Gives this one to Zeski. Zeski at the left wing. Guarded by Kubala. Now to Munson. Munson on the left baseline, going to go right on Ralph. Ralph walls him up here. Ball's on the deck. Munson saves it. Now to Huzar at the left baseline. Out of bounds, and it will remain Northern Cass basketball. Brooks Crockett will check in for the first time here this evening for Northern Cass. The same here for Wahpeton's Alex Cummings, the 6'5 junior. Also coming in will be Jackson DeVries here for the Huskies. Is coming out of the contest here will be Trayton Malk for Wahpeton. 2:59 left to play in the opening quarter of our second Region 1 semifinal. Ball making his way. Huzar off the window for two at the left wing. Fakes the little handoff, and Huzar went right from the wing to the paint for two. Other side goes Steffens. Steffens here at the right wing taking a couple of dribbles. Huzar there on the guard. Gives this one now in the hands of Gilbertson. Gilbertson top of the key. Ankle cross. Able to spin inside the paint. Tough shot, but got it to go. Gilbertson with his first field goal of the contest. And now it's 8-6 as these two teams trade field goals here in the last 60 seconds. Trey Huzar right wing, gets by Kubala, gets the floater off, up and in. Huzar fakes the ball screen, got by Kubala. Help came a little late to allow Trey to get that one on the floater up and in. Steffens now in the front court for the Huskies, rising from 17, tickles the twine. Steffens now with 4. 10-8 in favor of Northern Cass as we reach the 2-minute mark here in this first quarter. Freilich at the right wing, ankle cross, left to right, then right to left. Now to Huzar at the right wing. Huzar thought about a three-pointer. Munson trying to set the screen, and Huzar is going to reset here with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Guarded by Kubala from Wahpeton. Right-handed side goes Freilich. Freilich on the step, able to spin. Freilich gives this one to Crockett, left of the key. 3 coming, that's short. Rebound, Munson, Steffens, and we'll have a tie-up, and the arrow will favor the Huskies. 4 points by Trey Huzar, 2 by Freilich, Rachel, and Munson. The Huskies led with a 4 of Steffens, 2 by Malkin, 2 by Gilbertson here for their 8. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. Wahpeton right-handed side, we'll see it with DeVries. DeVries will handle it back up top to Kubala. Kubala with the basketball now to the right-handed side to Steffens. Steffens utilizes it. Jumper from 17 is up and in. Braden Steffens now with 6, and we're tied at 10 apiece. 1:12 remaining here in quarter number 1. Miles Freilich gives this one right-handed side. That'll be in the hands here of Hudson Reichel. Reichel sees this, taking a couple of dribbles as he does. Takes the ball screen here. Reichel pick left-handed side to Crockett. Now to Freilich. Freilich on the baseline. Gives this one right to the key. 3 on the way is up and good. Hudson with his triple. That's his 3rd of the tournament. And Reichel makes it a 13-10 contest. Steffens to Kubala for the tie. Left of the key. 3. Yes, sir. Kubala with his 17th made triple of the season. We're not at that 13 apiece. On a 2-second game clock to shot clock differential here on your liveevent.com to end this first quarter, as Freilich will see it here. Ball goes left-handed side now to Munson. Munson with it right in front of the scorers table, slowing it down here for the Jags. Bryce Laxdal calls out the offensive set. Now it goes to Freilich. Freilich here with 10, right-handed side to Huzar, trying to get by Kubala. Does to Munson now with 5. Munson at the free throw line. Extra pass goes to Brooks. Crockett left wing 3. This one will go long. A rebound here for Cummings, and that's how we'll end the first quarter of play. Tied up at 13 apiece on your liveevent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
10 at 13 apiece as we go to quarter number 2 here on yourliveevent.com. Chase Miller with you, courtside inside the Shield Center. Make sure you still stay tuned for our halftime show, brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance. We'll recap what happened between Kindred and Central Cass. Take a look at the first half numbers and your out-of-town scoreboard. And more still to come on our halftime show, again brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance. Northern Cass here, we'll see the Freilich. Freilich right-handed side with the basketball, now to Parker Zeski. Zeski looking for it on the interior, tipped away by Bjorn Kubala. Turnover here by Northern Cass. Kubala will go the other side of the floor, finds a streaking Cunning and finishing for 2, Jackson DeVries. And the Huskies have taken the lead here at 15-13. Full court pressure defense as Northern Cass gets it inbounds, and a little turnover for 2 to start the quarter here for Wahpeton. Trey Huzar top of the key. Huzar will see this right-handed side now to Freilich. Freilich to the paint. Help comes late. Freilich with the finger roll. Layup is short. And we'll have a tie-up, and the arrow will make its way towards Wahpeton. As with 7:21 remaining here in quarter number 2. You'll see it here for the Huskies. Trayton Mauk will give it now to Bjorn Kubala. Kubala with a couple of dribbles here now for the Huskies. Kubala with the jab step to the left-handed side. This one goes to Cummings. Cummings back up top between the rings to DeVries. DeVries here back to left-handed side. Now it goes to Trent Malk, and Malk gets the 10 for 2. Got by his defender. Malk now with 4, and the Huskies little 4-0 run to begin this second quarter. 60 seconds into the second. Trey Huzar left of the key, taking a couple of dribbles. Huzar with a little shot fake, then gets by his man. Shot no. Rebound by Huzar, top of the key to Miles. Freilich on it hard, down the paint. Left-handed layup, can't get it. Rebound tipped though to Miles. Kick to Brooks Crockett, left wing 3. That one's going to go long, and a rebound here to Steffens. Couple of chances there went awry here for the Jags, as now Steffens sees a foul here on the floor. Zeski's going to pick up the foul. That'll be Parker's second, team's first of the second quarter here. As the Jags will make a substitution as Hutchin Reichel and Keelan Munson will check into the game. Off for the Wahpeton Huskies. Landon Ralph will come in alongside with Jack Gilbertson. Huskies to inbound it here with Gilbertson. As Wahpeton will see this one now. Gilbertson gives it left-handed side. Here goes Trenton Mount, gives it back up top now to DeVries. DeVries back with it now to Gilbertson. Gilbertson back to the right-handed side. Here goes Kubala. Bounce pass across the paint for 2. Landon Ralph makes it a 6-0 run here for the Huskies. 19-13. 6:13 left to play here in this first half. Ball will go left-handed side. Ball will be now to Miles Freilich. Freilich at the left of the wing. Bounce pass. This one goes to Munson. Munson will utilize it here for Northern Castro. Handoff. This goes to Reichel. Reichel from the left wing. Line drive. Three-pointer is short. And the board comes to Gilbertson. The Huskies want to push the tempo here with under 6 minutes to play in the half. Gilbertson sees this one to Kubala as they work it now to Ralph. Ralph gets by his defender. Munson inside the paint. Able to spin. He's underneath the hoop. Uses up that dribble. Munson with the pass. It's a lollipop pass. It's thrown away by Reichel. Reichel in transition. Goes behind the back. Finds a trailing Huzar now at the wing. Huzar on the right wing. Gets walled off here on a double kick to Zeski. Left pocket 3 for Parker. That'll go long. Rebound tipped, and we'll see a foul as Munson will collect the foul. Keeler will pick up his first and the team's second with 5:26 left to play here in the first half. Substitution into the game. Steffens here will be on the floor with Gilbertson. You'll see Jackson DeVries also from there. Trenton Malkin, Landon Ralph. Here as the Huskies have 5 players in the contest as they inbound it and get the thumbs up from the officials. As you'll see it now here for Gilbertson. Northern Cass going to go a little 2-3 zone now. Ball goes right-handed side to DeVries. Back up top, that'll go to Malk. Malk at the left wing. Bounce pass now to Ralph. Back to left-handed side to Steffens. Steffens will utilize it back between the circles to DeVries. DeVries right the key now to Ralph. He gets doubled. DeVries on the interior. Malk nice find to Ralph. Right pocket 3. In and out, no good. Rebound on the inside for the Huskies. Put back, can't get it to go. It's still loose on a bounce and last touch here by Northern Cass. DeVries got the loose ball there with 4:55 left to play here in the first half. Last touch then will be by the Jags as Northern Cass held scoreless so far here in the opening 3 minutes of quarter number 2. Landon Ralph sees this here with Gilbertson. Gilbertson jumper from 10 is up and off the mark, no good. Rebound here to Hudson Reichel. Reichel gets the loose ball. Northern Cass will see this with Miles Freilich trying to take the lid off the rim, if you will, here in the quarter. Ball screen coming. Miles takes the screen, taking the rub. Screen left-handed side. Reichel, he'll launch. Good-looking shot. This one will go long. Rebound by Huzar, who saves it, but it goes right to Landon Ralph. Now to Steffens in transition. A one-on-one. Steffens to the paint, off the window for 2. Timeout on the floor. It's an 8-0 run for the Huskies. Steffens has 8 in the game. Wahpeton faithful on their feet as Wahpeton leads it 21-13.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. Since its beginning, the CentralCast Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at CentralCast High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search CentralCast Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcastboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcastboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
4:22 left to play on yourliveevent.com in quarter number 2. Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. They've been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers, communities build, grow, and prosper. Go to banknorth.bank. That's banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Northern Castle will see it here with Freilich. Freilich gets the free throw line, spins inside the paint, got a finger roll layup up and in. Freilich has 4, and Northern Cass is back within 2 possessions, and they take the lid off the rim at the 4:10 mark here in the quarter. Steffens, nicely done. The other side of the floor, able to spin, shot fake, and finish with the left hand. Steffens, cool, calm, and collective. He's got 12. Huskies lead it by 8. Here with under 4 minutes to play in half number 1. Miles Freilich on the NDSU logo here gives it left-handed side. That'll go to Zeski. Zeski at the left wing taking a couple of dribbles here on Kubala. Now to the baseline to Munson. Munson sees this here on the baseline with a drive. Munson's going to get walled off now to Reichel. Reichel will see this here to Huzar. Huzar taking the screen, able to spin, looking for it at the free throw line. Step through is up halfway down off the mark. Ralph will get the loose ball. Now to Steffens. Steffens with it here for the Huskies. Little shake and bake on Huzar. Steffens sees this one, tough shot, going straight up towards Trey, and a rebound here by Munson. The Jags will utilize it now with Huzar to left-handed side of Zeski. Zeski going to drive, give this one to Munson, who nearly lost it now in the hands of Freilich. Freilich top of the key, taking the screen. Freilich going to go hard to the paint. Nice step through on the pass to Munson, and then ripping it away on the help is Kubala. Turnover for the Jags. Kubala going one-on-one on Trey. Left-handed layup is up and in. Kubala now with 5, and the Huskies for the first time tonight have a 10-point advantage with 2:45 left to play here in the second quarter. Trey Huzar crossing the timeline now here for Northern Cass. Huzar to the left wing. Huzar on the inside. Huzai off the window. Can't get it to go, and Trey takes a big dip on the floor. Steffens gets the rebound. Braden's going to attack the other side as he does. Off the window. Shot can't get it. Rebound to Reichel. Reichel on the outlet to Freilich. Freilich with a little 2-on-2 to the paint, left-handed layup off the side of the rim. Can't get it. And a rebound for Kubala as the Huskies and Jeff Ralph says, let's stop the up and down and get a little offensive set here with just over 2 minutes to play in the half. Wahpeton with Steffens to the left-handed side to Kubala. Huskies with Kubala, finds it, nice little flex cut here for Ralph, and a block shot by Munson. Ball is still loose, eventually in the hands of Huzar, and then a foul on Landon Ralph, who's going for the ball. Foul will be on Landon. That'll be his first, team's first of this second quarter of play. 2:01 left here in the first half. Update for you from Grand Forks, when it's been a low-scoring game between Thompson and Four Winds Minnewacan. It's the Tommies 20, Four Winds Minnewacan, the Indians 16 at the half. Winners got a date with Devils Lake in the championship of Region 2 coming up on Thursday night. Northern Cass right-handed side. This one will go to Crockett on the baseline. Brooks with a couple of dribbles on the interior. Step leaves it left-handed side to Freilich. Freilich at the left wing, thought about a 3. Looking for the ball screen, doesn't take it. Able to spin on the interior. Drive kick to Zeski. Extra find to Reichel as they work it out of Brooks. Left of the key. 3 on the way for Crockett off the side of the rim. Rebound though here for Parker Zeski. Zeski sees this one to Reichel. Paint opens up, and Reichel with a teardropper can't get it. Ball still loose, and eventually in the hands of Kubala. Kubala with his second rebound of the game. Under 90 seconds to play here in the half. Mouth to left-handed side. Little give and go action here with Alex Cummings. As the Huskies now will see this one to the right wing. Wahpeton will handle it with Gilbertson. Gilbertson between the circles. Left-handed side now to Mauk. Mauk with it back to Kubala. Right of the key. 3 on the way is up, and that will go off the iron. Rebound though for Steffens. Steffens gets his third board of the game, and now another 30 seconds come off the clock here for the Wahpeton Huskies. Wahpeton under 60 seconds here in the quarter. Give it to Cummings. Cummings at the left wing. Back to Kubala now. Kubala reverse it to Steffens. Steffens at the wing. Foul here will be on the little hand check. That'll be on Parker Zeski. That'll be his third and the team's third of the quarter. 48.6 seconds left to play here in the first half. Wahpeton leads it by 10. Steffens on the inbounds. This one goes to Gilbertson. Gilbertson will see this one now back up top to Kubala. Kubala with a jab step. Now to Steffens here between the circles. Left-handed side. This one will be with Gilbertson. Check that. That'll be with Mauk. Mauk right wing to Cummings. Cummings able to reverse it to Steffens. 20 seconds on the shot clock at the right wing. Steffens inside the paint. Going to the left block with the left hand. That'll go short. Rebound is Eski. And for Northern Cass, just one field goal here in the quarter. A chance to cut the deficit, though, to single digits with a made field goal. 17 seconds remaining in the half. Brooks Crockett at the left wing now with 15. Gives it back to Freilich. Freilich here at the top of the key with 10 seconds remaining in the second. Miles Freilich taking the ball screen to the left wing. Drive kick. Crockett left wing three-pointers. Up and in. Brooks Crockett with the triple. Huskies inbounded. Steffens to beat the horn from half court is short. That's how we'll end this first half of play. The Wahpeton Huskies in the quarter put up 12 points, while on the opposite side for Northern Cass, they put up 5 points. At the half, it's 25-18 Wahpeton. Halftime show brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual, and Tope Insurance is coming up next.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
The City of Hillsborough invites you to make Hillsborough your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsborough. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsborough, contact the Hillsborough City Office at 701-636-4620.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Minnesota and North Dakota farmers are dealing with real yield-robbing challenges. Tight, heavy soils, light, sandy soils, high pH soils, cool ground temps at planting. We have tools to address these challenges. Liquid products, easy to use, and made in the U.S. Apply in furrow or with your pre-plant spray application. Call today to tackle your yield-dragging soil challenges this growing season.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
At the half, brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual. The Wahpeton Huskies have a 7-point advantage over Northern Cass here on your liveevent.com. Halftime show again brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual, servicing the southeastern part of North Dakota and beyond. They're a local company providing local service to all of their policyholders with insurance products. Visit CassCountyMutual.com. Again, that's CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent near you. Wahpeton up by 7 here at the half as we take a look at the first half numbers, as the Huskies with 13 points in the first quarter, 12 in the second. Northern Cass 13 points in the first quarter and 5 points in the second. Wahpeton 10 points for Braden Steffens, 6 in quarter number 1. 4 points here for Trenton Mauk, then 2 by DeVries. You also had 5 points for Kubala, 2 points for Landon Ralph, and 2 points for Jack Gilbertson. Well, for Northern Cass, 5 players in the scoring column, led by the 5 points of Hudson Reichel with a made 3. 4 on the way for Miles Freilich. 4 points for Trey Huzor, 3 for Brooks Crockett, and 2 points for Keelan Munson. Northern Cass, 5 players in the scoring column, 2 3-pointers, 1 by Crockett, 1 by Reichel. They have yet to shoot a free throw. Wahpeton with 6 players in the scoring column, 1 made 3-pointer on the way by Kubalat. They as well have yet to shoot a free throw. Northern Cass with 3 turnovers, the Huskies with 2. At the half, Wahpeton up by 7. Winner has a date with Kindred tomorrow at 7:30 roughly for the championship. Loser will have a date with Central Cass for 3rd place at 6 o'clock. Earlier tonight, Kindred defeats Central Cass 65-51. Carson Osee with 22 points and 4 made threes in the win for the Kindred Vikings. If Wahpeton wins back-to-back years, it's the Huskies and the Vikings in the Region 1 championship. If Northern Cass wins, it's the first time the Jags will be in a region title since 2016. We'll continue on our halftime show after this. Take a look at some other scores from across the way of North Dakota today here on your liveevent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
At the half, again, brought to you in part by Tope Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan Tope in Castleton at Tope Insurance. Give them a call today at 701-347-4045. That again is 701-347-45. Tope Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan for a quote or review of your policies. Taking a look up at the Betty. With 6:36 left to play in the third quarter, Thompson 21, 4 wins Minnewacan 20. That's the Region 2 semis. Loser will have a contest with Grafton for 3rd place on Thursday. Winners got a date with Devils Lake in the Region 2 championship on Thursday night. Some other scores that have gone final across the state of North Dakota this evening. Del Lacs Burlington with a 16-point win over Bottineau, 56-40 in Region 3. Region 4, Shiloh Christian over Killdeer, 77-58. MB at the Jamestown Civic Center, Hankinson with a 71-45 lead or win, that is 75-45 over Medina Pinger Buchanan. And in Region 2, New Rockford Cheyenne with a 46-42 win over Warwick earlier today from Devils Lake. A reminder, the Region 1 tournament will be finishing up tomorrow. After the championship game, we'll get to the all-region team, senior athlete, coach of the year, that and more is still to come. But so far, the Vikings punched their ticket with a 14-point win over the Squirrels. We'll see who they face here coming up tomorrow night. Again, Wahpeton led by the 10 of Steffens. Northern Cass led by the 5 of Reichel here on yourlivevent.com. That does it for a halftime show. Brought to you in part by Tope Insurance and Cass County Mutual. Second half action is next here in the Shack.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
The Kindred Viking Boosters support healthy, active, competitive high school athletes. Viking athletes. Ready, focused, come celebrate their achievements. You're invited to Viking Pride. Save the date, buy your tickets, or reserve a table. Get excited for April 5th. Join friends at a new location, the Avalon Event Center. Viking Pride 2025, a feast, fun games, and a night to celebrate. They are why we boost it.
Are you looking for your next vacation rental? Call or text Mason at Cleveguard Rentals 701-552-3181. Family fun, girls getaway, retreats and get-togethers. Call or text Mason 701-552-3181. Located on West McDonald Lake, your vacation awaits.
And that does it for our halftime show, brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance. Wahpeton 25, Northern Cass 18 here as we get you ready for second half of play. The Huskies winners of 4 straight games, while for Northern Cass, able to make their first semifinal round appearance since 2016, as they were led again by the 5 points by Reichel, 4 by Freilich and Huzar. The Jags trying to make that championship as well, the Huskies here. But no matter what happens, even with the loss, you'll find yourself to tomorrow night. But then tomorrow night is the win or go home situation for that third place contest, as Central Cass awaits the loser of this one. Northern Cass will start with the basketball here in the second half. Huzar, Freilich alongside with Brooks Crockett to begin the second half. You see Reichel and alongside Zeski. While for the Wahpeton Huskies, they'll be in their white attire here in this one. They will start on the floor with Kubala. On the way with Landon Ralph, you'll see Steffens with him, with Trenton Malk and Jack Gilbertson here for the Wahpeton Huskies. Northern Cass in their road black uniforms here, gold numerals and lettering here for the Jags. Little Hawaiian luau night for the Northern Cass student section here inside the shack as we get you ready for this second half of play. Miles Freilich will take a couple of dribbles here as he does. He will give this to left wing. Freilich looking for a teammate. Finds one up top now to Crockett. Crockett going to guard. Getting guarded by Ralph. Crockett trying to get by him now up top to Azor. Left and inside as this one goes to Freilich. Freilich getting inside the paint. Drive and kick to Brooks. Right pocket 3 coming for Brooks is up and in. Brooks Crockett's got 6. What you allow Miles Freilich to do is drive. If the help comes, spot up to a shooter, and Crockett was ready. He's got 6. Kubala goes to the other side of the floor now for the Huskies to Steffens. Steffens, top of the key, college range 3. Yes, sir. Steffens with 13 points. He's got a banker's dozen, and just like that, the Huskies with the answer. 2 possessions in, 2 scores combined for both of these teams. Trey Huzar's got to get across floor. It's a 10-second count. This would be a 10-second violation here on Trey. Trey was starting to set up a screen, but just didn't look up at the clock and see where the shot clock was, and that'll be a turnover here for Northern Cass, their 4th of the contest. Huskies with Steffens here, gives it left and inside now to Ralph. Ralph working with the basketball, looking for a little flex screen, nothing there. They give it back up top to Gilbertson. Right wing to Steffens, back to Kubala. Kubala's going to drive to the baseline. Ball goes through the hands of Landon Ralph, and a turnover here for the Wahpeton Huskies. That'll be their 3rd. Quarter number 3 here with 6:50 left to play in the 3rd. As you'll see, Northern Cass with this one with Trey Huzar. Huzar brings up the floor as he's able to do so here, top of the key. Driving kick to Crockett. Crockett with a shot fake. Crockett inside the paint. Step through off the window by Brooks. Can't get it. Rebound for Crockett, though. Gives it back up top to Huzar, who reverses it to Reichel at the wing. Reichel here at the right elbow, able to spin on the inside. Off balance. Shot is up and in. Hudson Reichel spun, got a little off balance, able to finish that with a made field goal. It's 28-23. Steffens other side going straight up with it as Freilich rips it away, and a turnover here on the Huskies. Their 2nd of the half. Huzar up the near sideline out of Reichel. Left and inside to Zeski. Huskies going to double. Zeski lost it. It's out of bounds. It'll be last touch here by the Huskies. Lupton will make a substitution here as Jackson DeVries will check in, as Landon Ralph will check out. 28-23 in favor of Wahpeton here, but a good start to the half for Northern Cass. Freilich left-handed side. The Jags will see it here as this one goes to the left wing for Northern Cass to Reichel. Back up top as they work it around the horn. That'll go to Freilich. Now to Huzar. Huzar will see this with a couple of dribbles. Back to Miles. Miles taking a hard drive to the paint. Makes a pass to Zeski. Zeski with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Floater from the baseline off the window for 2. Parker Zeski with his first field goal of the contest. The Jags are back within a possession. Steffens quickly in the front court to Kubala. They reverse it left and inside to DeVries. DeVries will see this one now back up top. That goes to Gilbertson. Gilbertson with a cradle rock. Driving kick to Mauk. Mauk at the left wing as the Huskies give it back up top to Steffens. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Man pressure defense coming by Northern Cass. Steffens right-handed side will see it down to the right wing to DeVries. DeVries to Kubala. Shot clock working to 8. Kubala to Mauk with 5. Reverse it to Gilbertson with 4. Now to Gilbertson with 3. Baseline turnaround jumper. That's going to go long, and this will be a shot clock violation. 3 turnovers here for the Huskies in quarter number 3. Wahpeton with a 3-pointer by Steffens. Well, he got 7 points here for Northern Cass. It's a little 7-3 run for the Jags. Just over 5 minutes to play here in the third. Huzar crosses the timeline, working with it now. Left-handed hip high dribble. Huzar gives it to Freilich at the wing, left-handed side to Reichel. Coming through that staggered is Crockett. Crockett going to drive to the left wing, gets walled off there up top to Miles. Miles sees it, couple of hard dribbles as Freilich with the basketball, able to spin. Miles to the paint, right-handed scoop up and in. They're running him off the three-point line, so what are they going to do? Just keep on attacking on the way here for Northern Cass, and they're back within 1. Left-handed side goes Kubala. Kubala on the spin, looking for the step through. Kubala on the baseline with the left hand off the backboard, can't get it. Brooks Crockett gets the rebound. Crockett will see it now here for the Jags, a chance to take the lead with the made field goal. Crockett sees a double step through here. Crockett sees this bounce pass, and the ball will go out of bounds, and it will remain Northern Cass basketball. Just in the first half, there were 4 fouls on Northern Cass, 2 fouls on Wahpeton. We'll see a timeout on the floor with 4:17 left to play in a game that tipped off at 7:42 here tonight. Timeout by the Huskies will break as well on YourLiveEvent.com.
Educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 75 Red Angus bulls plus 20 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics, producing Red Angus genetics with sustainability for over 26 years. Request a catalog today. Call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189 or Facebook Jacobson Red Angus. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th, 1 p.m.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank. That again is banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. See what values-based banking can do for you at Bank North. Again, that is banknorth.bank here in this one. Chase Miller alongside with you here inside the Shield Center. What has been a entertaining style of contest of a basketball game so far between these two teams. With 4:17 left to play here in the third quarter. Northern Cass with a made field goal would have a chance to take the lead right back here. As we'll see it on the way as Bryce Laxdal will be on the bench here. As this one will work it across, as it does now to Miles Freilich. Freilich in the front court here. As we'll see this here at the top of the key as they give it to the near sideline. As they do on the way. This one works it away across to the baseline. Three-pointer by Crockett. Short rebound, though, underneath by Huzar, and he nearly gets the and one. As we'll see the free throw on the way. Foul will be assessed here on Wahpeton. Kubala will pick up the foul. That'll be his first, the team's first of the quarter. Free throws upcoming here for Trey Huzar, a 48% free throw shooter. Misses the first. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Huzar. Is in. As we'll see it here, Huzar now with 5 points. Ball will go left and inside to Landon Ralph. Ralph with the rock. We'll give this one around the world to Steffens. Steffens here at the free throw line. Jumper from 15 is up and in. Steffens has 15 in the contest. Makes it a 30-20 8 contest here with 3:34 left to play in quarter number 3. Huzor gives it left and inside. This one will go to Zeski. Zeski comes up the near sideline, lost it now to Reichel. Reichel here taking a couple of dribbles, reversing now to Miles Freilich. Freilich at the right wing with a hard drive inside. There's a foul. Miles, we'll see it on the floor, not in the continuation. Foul will be assessed here on Wahpeton. That'll be on DeVries. His first, team second. Zeski quickly checks on Munson into the contest now for Northern Cass. Ball will be a three-pointer for Reichel for the lead from the right wing. Reichel with double digits with 10. Wahpeton goes the other side, and this will be an offensive foul here for the Huskies. Foul will be assessed on DeVries on the player control foul. It'll be his second, team's third, and Northern Cass takes a lead here at 31-30 with 3:08 left to play in quarter number 3. As you'll see, Northern Cass now a little full court pressure defense. Trey Huzar with it. Little ball fake now to Brooks Crockett. Crockett at the right wing here for the Jakes. Step through now to Freilich. Freilich sees it, steps into a three on the way. Will rattle in and out, no good. Rebound here for Kubala. Kubala gets his third board of the game. 2:45 to play in the third. This one will be now to Steffens. Steffens will utilize it here at the right wing. Steffens taking a couple of dribbles, rising from 15, is up and in. Steffens with 17 and all 7 points of the second half for the Huskies. It's 32-31 with 2:30 left here in the third. With it now is Huzar. Pass goes to Miles. Miles trying to get across the timeline, does with a second to spare. As Freilich in the front court now. Freilich taking the screen. This one comes to the right wing. Double team comes. Ball gets skipped to Trey. Huzar, top of the key. Rainbow three. Long rebound as it hits the back tab is won by Gilbertson. Gilbertson wants to push to Kubala. Kubala gives it to the right-handed side now to Gilbertson. Gilbertson at the right wing will utilize it on the interior. Able to skip it to Landon Ralph, who tees up a three. This one off the iron. No good. Rebound here for the Huskies. Kick to the right-handed side goes Gilbertson. Gilbertson on the baseline. Shovel pass inside. Ralph up and in. Now we got a timeout on the floor here with 1:51 left to play in the third quarter. Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. They've been a trusted financial partner for generations. See what values-based banking can do for you. Back with more after this here inside the Shack.
Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
High school hoops today on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller with you. Reminder, our coverage continues on the way. That'll be tomorrow here on YourLiveEvent.com as we get you ready for another contest. And we'll have 2 of them here inside the Shack for both the third place and alongside the championship games here. As after the timeout by the Wahpeton Huskies, they will see this up the front court. As they will handle it now here for Wahpeton. This one goes to the left-handed side, and we'll see a foul on the way. As the foul will be assessed here on the Huskies. This will be on Trayton Mauk, his second. Team's fourth on the way. The Huskies with 3 timeouts remaining, while for Northern Cass they have 4 timeouts remaining. 0 fouls here for Northern Cass in the quarter. It's 34-31 here again in favor of Wahpeton. Ball's going to be on the deck. Huzar will see it here off the window for 2. Huzar able to recollect himself, makes it a 34-33 contest here. As the ball will be in the front court now for the Huskies. Steffens guarded by Huzar. On the interior goes Ralph. Ralph on the right short corner, spin shot from 7. That'll go long. Rebound is going to be tipped, and this will be a foul here on Wahpeton. Foul will be on Trayton Mauk, his third, team's 5th. And we'll see 2 free throws upcoming here for Northern Cass. So tough foul there if you're a Wahpeton fan, as you'll walk down the other side of the floor and shoot some free throws on the way here for the Jags. As they will, they'll see 2 free throws coming here for Miles Freilich. As Freilich will head to the free throw line here to shoot 2. 2 free throws upcoming here for Miles. First one on the toss is good. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Freilich. As Cummings will check in here for the Wahpeton Huskies. Freilich on the second toss also is good. So Freilich goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line, as you'll see this one now in the front court with it, with a hard drive by Steffens off the window, is up and in for 2. So Steffens able to muscle his way for 2 points. Full court pressure defense here by Wahpeton, as they'll see this now, as they do, to the right-handed side of Miles Freilich. Freilich on the baseline, off the window. That one is up and in. Nice pass for Reichel. So Reichel able to get the 2 points on the way here, as it's a 37-36 contest in favor of Northern Cass. Other side of the floor goes Northern Cass. This one will be with Freilich. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Jaguars lead it by 1. Ball goes right-handed side of Huzar. Huzar at the top of the key. Game clock and shot clock here, about a 10-second differential to end this third quarter. Northern Cass again was down 8 by 7 to start the quarter. Freilich on a drive. Freilich looking to probe. Finds it top of the key. Here's a Huzar 3. Rattle it in. Trey Huzar with the triple. Steffens sees this one now with 7 seconds to 6 seconds. 3-pointer for Kubala with the answer. Inbound quickly for Northern Cass, and that's how we'll end this third quarter of play. Northern Cass takes a lead, a 22-point quarter for the Jags. For the Wahpeton Huskies, it's a 14-point quarter. Northern Cass leads it by 1 as we head to the fourth.
Are you looking for your next vacation rental? Call or text Mason at Cleveguard Rentals, 701-552-3181. Family fun, girls getaway, retreats and get-togethers. Call or text Mason, 701-552-3181. Located on West McDonald Lake, your vacation awaits.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton, or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
High school basketball here on YourLiveEvent.com on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their futures with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That again is dhb.bank. Chase Miller with you here tonight courtside. Make sure you stay with us on our post-game show. Once we get there, we'll take a look at our player of the game. Also, we'll hear from the victorious team. That and more still to come. 8 minutes remaining in our second semifinal. Gilbertson up top to Kubala. The Huskies will work it around out of Mauk. Mauk at the left wing. Little flex offense to Steffens. Steffens now the top of the key. He regains possessions to Kubala. Kubala right-handed side to Landon. Ralph will utilize this one here for Wahpeton. Takes a couple of dribbles. Shot clock to 10 seconds. Now it goes to Gilbertson. Gilbertson on the cross. In between the legs. Jumper from 10 is up and in. Gilbertson now with 4. A bucket there for the Wahpeton Huskies as they lead it by 1. Trey Huzar will handle this on the cross. As he does, he brings in the front court, now to Crockett. Brooks here at the right wing, gives it back to Trey. Huzar ripping it through at the free throw line. Gonna muscle his way off the window, up and in. Huzar's got 10. And the Jags take the lead right back here at 42-41 at the 7-minute mark. Ball goes left-handed side here for Wahpeton. Steffens with the basketball, gonna drive, leaves it now to Ralph. Ralph here at the elbow, gives this one on the weave to Gilbertson. Gilbertson off the window, good for 2. Got by Munson, and Gilbertson able to finish with back-to-back field goals here for the Huskies. Back and forth we go to open up the quarter, 43-42. 6:40 left to play in the fourth. Left-handed side to Brooks Crockett. Crockett here at the left wing, free throw line extended. Takes a dribble now to Huzar. Huzar looks for it, finds it to Freilich right in front of us here at Media Row. Freilich at the right-handed side, crossing over, using up that dribble. Freilich bounce pass on the inside, stolen away by Kubala. Kubala with the basketball and gives it now to Steffens. Steffens will see it here. Crossing over, jumper from 17. Yes, sir. Braden Steffens is a stone-cold killer. 21 points in the game here for Wahpeton, here for the 6'1 junior. He averages 15 a night. With it now, it's going to be Reichel. Reichel sees it here. They come out and hedge with Ralph. Back up top. That'll go to Freilich. Freilich with the basketball. Right-handed side. Huzar now to Crockett. Crockett on the baseline here. Able to hedge out here with Kubala. There's the double left-handed side out. Huzar. Huzar will see a bounce pass to Munson on the inside. Got his man up in the air. Finishes for two. Nice shot fake by Munson as Kubala was going for a block shot. And the Jags are back within one. Steffens, other side of the floor, guarded by Huzar. Here comes a little double. Kubala with a jab step, top of the key. Shot fake to Gilbertson. Gilbertson going to drive on the inside. Spin shot from 12 is short. Rebound here from Munson. Wahpeton, as they did in the first half, doing the same thing here to begin the fourth quarter, trying to run Northern Cass off that three-point line and go into some help. Northern Cass beat them to it. Here goes Brooks Crockett on the step through inside the paint. Partially blocked shot by Ralph on the inside. Munson kick. Here's Huzar left of the key. Three-pointer off the backboard. No. Rebound comes down to the Huskies. Kubala gets the loose ball here for Wahpeton with 5 minutes to play in the fourth. Kubala gives it to Mauk up top to Steffens. Huskies lead it by one here, as they will see this with the basketball to Ralph. Ralph at the right of the key. Gives this one now back up top as they work it now to Steffens. Steffens at the left wing for the Huskies. Steps into a three. That'll be off the iron. Rebound here for Brooks Crockett. Crockett gets his third board of the half as he'll utilize it now with Miles Freilich. Freilich will see it here as he does the right wing, able to cross over, gets inside the paint. There's going to be a traveling violation here on Freilich, as Northern Cass was waiting for the body foul by Triton Mauk. Nothing was granted in a turnover here for Northern Cass. 4:31 left to play in the fourth quarter. It's 45-44. As you'll see this here for the Huskies. 0 fouls for Northern Cass, 0 fouls for Wahpeton here in this contest. Steffens at the right wing. That's again in the quarter, not the contest. Ball will go left-handed side to Mauk. Mauk will see this back up top to Kubala. Kubala with the basketball, taking a hard drive. Ball's going to get tipped out of bounds, and it will be off of Brooks Crockett. Northern Cass will make a substitution here as Hudson Reichel will check into the game, as the Huskies will inbound it here with Steffens. Steffens on the inbounds, finds it to Triton Mauk as they work it around the horn now to Steffens. Steffens here gives this one, that'll go to Kubala. Kubala at the left wing. Kubala looking to back down his defender, able to spin on the inside from the left block, no good. Rebound to Munson. Munson on the outlet finds it to Huzar. Huzar up the near sideline, and there comes a foul on the way as Landon Ralph will see this one on the foul. As we'll handle it now for Trey Huzar, we'll see it here, as Ralph will pick up the foul, his second, team's first on the way here in the quarter. Clock will stop with 3:51 left to play here in quarter number 4. Trey Huzar will see it up the near sideline. That'll go to Zeski. Now to Miles Freilich. Back to left wing to Reichel. Reichel free throw line jumper from 15. That'll go short. Rebound tipped in the hands of Steffens. Steffens gets his fourth of the contest. Wahpeton other side. This one will go with Steffens now as he dribbles it back out. Wahpeton leads it by one. Northern Cass fans chanting defense across the way. Kubala, three-pointer, top of the key. That'll go long. Rebound by Munson. Munson sees it here. It's a loose ball as Triton Mauk will come away with it. So Munson got the loose ball. Ralph immediately went to go get the steal, got the deflection, and went to Mauk. And now a fresh 35 again for the Huskies. 3:15 left to play in the quarter. Ball goes left-handed side to Mauk. Mauk with the basketball. Hard drive, high off the window. Shot is short. Rebound to Miles Freilich. Freilich will see this now working for it for Northern Cass at the 3-minute mark. Freilich uses up that dribble to Munson. Munson gives it to Huzar. Huzar with a couple of dribbles. Trey backing down his defender. Here comes a double and a foul either on Steffens or Ralph. We'll see who the guilty party is, and it's on Ralph. Ralph will pick up the foul, his third, team second. 2:53 left to play here in this contest. Winner's got a date with Kindred tomorrow at 7:30. Loser has their season on the line against the Squirrels tomorrow at 6. Trey Huzar backing his defender down in Kubala, able to spin on the interior, off the window, up and in for two. Huzar's got 14 in the contest. 46-45 Jags here in this one. Huskies will utilize it as they will to the right-handed side as they give the ball right back. This one for Steffens, now back up top. That'll go to Gilbertson. Gilbertson with it, able to leave it right-handed side. Three is up and in. Trey Malk on the weave. He's got 7, and a May triple here for the Huskies gives him a 2-point lead. 2:15 left to play in the fourth. Freilich with the basketball near sideline to Reichel and a timeout on the floor. We'll break with them with 2:14 left to play on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass with the ball when we return.
The Outlaws are coming back. The World of Outlaws late model series is coming back to Ada, the Norman County Raceway. Saturday, June 28th, the World of Outlaws. NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series will have 2 shows at Red River Valley Speedway Saturday, May 31st and August 23rd. For tickets and more information, visit ncraceway.com, redrivervalleyspeedway.com, or follow on Facebook.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Still with a good chunk of time remaining in this game and timeouts galore for both of these teams as well, as Northern Cass has 3. The same for the Wahpeton Huskies. 2:14 left to play here in this contest. Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Go to banknorth.bank. That is banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Timeout for Northern Cass as they give it to Freilich in the front court. Freilich to Munson, left-hand side to Reichel. Reichel with the basketball, driving kick to Huzar. Huzar at the right wing, backing down his defender. Huzar rips it through, got it to go. Huzar on the spin over Kubala. He's got 16, and we're not at 48. Now can the Jags get the stop? Wahpeton has had the answer in this position here in the quarter. Steffens, top of the key, right-handed side to Kubala. Kubala looking on the interior for Ralph, nothing there. They give it back up top to Gilbertson. Now to Steffens. Steffens with a little jitterbug move off the window, and there's a foul. Munson will pick up the foul. Munson will pick up the foul. It'll be his second, team's first of the fourth quarter. Free throws upcoming here for Steffens. Steffens at the free throw line here in the tournament, 7 of 8 from the line, a 68% free throw shooter. Steffens comes up a little rattled after that one, taking his time, gets to the line, and we'll see 2 free throws here with 1:38 left to play in the contest. First free throw is good. Coming off a 19-point performance for the Huskies in the quarterfinals. Free throw attempt number 2 is on the way. Also good. I'll now give him a Michael Jordan 23 here in this one. Brooks Crockett in the front court for Northern Cass. Crockett will see this one to Trey Huzar. Huzar will handle it now for the Jags. 90 seconds to play in regulation. Near sideline, that'll go to Freilich. Freilich with the basketball now here for Northern Cass as they work with it right to left. Give it to the left wing to Brooks. Crockett on the left wing. Bounce pass inside Huzar. Huzar from the left block off the window, up and in. 18 points here for Trey Huzar, and we're knotted at 50 apiece. Steffens will see this now for the Huskies. Steffens at the left wing, they give it up top, that'll go to Gilbertson. Gilbertson's gonna drive, spins on Crockett, turnaround jumper from 10, no good. Rebound to Munson. Munson with his 8th board and a timeout here for Bryce Laxdal. 53.1 seconds left to play here in quarter number 4. Jags with the ball when we return.
Are you dreading tax season? Don't stress. Let Olson Accounting make the tax season a breeze, just like knowing your ABCs. From individuals to businesses, the expert staff at Olson Accounting ensures every deduction is maximized, every form is filed correctly. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Knotted at 50 apiece on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota.
Looking to sell your equipment or need
That again is go to dhb.bank. Again, dhb.bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. Tied at 50 apiece between Northern Cass and alongside here with the Wahpeton Huskies. As you'll see, Northern Cass with the basketball here on the baseline. Good one here and a good one at the Betty. Thompson leads it by 3. 49 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter in Grand Forks. Here inside the Shack, 45 seconds to play. Northern Cass with the basketball. 2 timeouts remaining. Ball goes left in inside to Crockett. Wahpeton's going to switch. Crockett at the wing gives this one inside to Huzar. Here comes a double. Trey ripping it through him. And Ralph comes away with a steal. They came down and doubled immediately with Ralph. And now there's about a half-second game clock to shot clock differential. Ball will go here, and we'll see a timeout here for Jeff Ralph. 26 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Tied at 50 apiece between Wahpeton and Northern Cass. We'll see what they put up for the shot clock or not. They're going to take a full timeout for Jeff Ralph regardless. We'll take a break. Take a look at it when we return.
Looking to sell your equipment or needing an upgrade? Purple Wave Auction has you covered. From construction to agriculture and fleet, we make it easy for you to sell, bid, or buy. Always online and always no reserve. Take the next step and register for free today at purplewave.com. It's time to experience the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment with Purple Wave Auction.
Experience everything your home can be at the Lighting Gallery. Stop in for our President's Day sale, February 17th through March 1st. Save 25% on everything bath, including bathroom lighting, decorative vanity mirrors, lighted mirrors, bath accessories, and even special order items. With our large in-store selection and help from our lighting designers, you're sure to find the perfect items for your home. The Lighting Gallery, 3622 South Washington, Grand Forks. Online at shopthelightinggallery.com.
Tied at 50 apiece. Bryce Laxdal was saying after the timeout, was there something there to have 1 second game clock to shot clock differential here from what he saw? Because the 1 second means that you got to get a shot off. You can't hold it till the final shot potentially, but right now they're going to say nope, there was nothing there in terms of that tangible evidence here. So it will be Wahpeton Husky basketball after the timeout. They have 2 remaining. Fouls for both teams. They got some to give. Wahpeton with 2, Northern Cass with 1. Inbounds goes to Steffens. Steffens here top of the key. Steffens guarded by Huzar, and there's a foul for Trey. Trey will pick up his first, team's second. See a substitution here for Northern Cass as Hoppy is going to check into the contest. Hoppy will check in. As coming out of the game will be Hudson Reichel here. And the one thing you might do for Northern Cass with another foul to give, you might do the same thing. Face scored if they inbound the ball, let them kill some clock, and then from there commit a foul if you have to. Trey Malk's going to try to get by the foul, left-handed layup. And we'll see if it's before the shot or on the floor. As Trey Malk had a quick crossover right to left, got by his man, and Jeff Ralph might be saying, hey, there might have been some intentional on the almost hug there by Myos Freilich. It'll be his first, team's third, enough of the ball, but now for Northern Cass, you only have one more foul to give before it's the bonus. The game clock to 15.3, baseline out of bounds. This one goes to Kubala on the left wing. Kubala up top to Malk. Malk will see it here. Huzar guarding Steffens. Steffens with it with 7 seconds, now with 5. Bryce Laxdal saying foul, they do with 4.7 left to play. So Huzar picks up his second, team's fourth. Now you can't foul from a Northern Cass perspective. You killed the clock to 4.7 seconds. Huskies to inbound it on the sideline here for Kubala, and Jeff Ralph wants another timeout. We'll break with them with 4.7 left to play. Huskies to inbound it right in front of their bench when we return.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
So with the timeout on the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North, the Huskies will have 1 remaining. On the flip side for Northern Cass, they cannot now commit a foul for the rest of this game in terms of regulation without sending Wahpeton to the free throw line to shoot the bonus. 4.7 seconds remaining here in this fourth quarter. Knotted at 50 apiece. Timeout here brought to you in part by Bank North as the Huskies will inbound it on the far sideline. As they will, Wahpeton will see it with Steffens. Steffens on the inbounds as both the Northern Cass faithful and the Wahpeton faithful on their feet inside the shack. Steffens to trigger it in here for the Huskies, and there's going to be a timeout for Bryce Laxdal to see the play. So here's the cat and mouse, here's the back and forth. Timeout on the floor here for Bryce Laxdal will just be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. So Bryce Laxdal is going to take a look at what Jeff Ralph wanted to design, and I'll let his team know here's what to do to counter it. Northern Cass with one timeout remaining as Bryce was able to see the set, and then from there, now he's going to draw up a defensive play. Talk about switching, talk about who's going to have to guard Steffens if he's out of bounds or on the far side on the inbounds. Here from the Northern Cass perspective. It was a 7-point lead after the half for the Huskies. Northern Cass led by one, 40-39 going in the fourth quarter. Wahpeton on the inbounds here for Steffens. Both fans continue to rise, make some noise here inside the shack. Steffens on the inbounds, able to see this one to Malk. Malk crossing over left to right, gets inside the paint. Turnaround jumper is up off the mark, and we're heading to overtime. Tied at 50. 32 minutes of basketball is not enough as we'll head to the overtime session here next on YourLiveEvent.com.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Tied at 50 apiece as we head to overtime here between the Wahpeton Huskies and Northern Cass. The Jaguars here. A spot in the Region 1 championship is on the line again. The Huskies trying to go back-to-back championship game appearances here in the new 3-division system in Region 1, while Northern Cass is trying to get back to their first region title since 2016, back when it was Region 1 of Class B here in this contest. It is a 50-50 all game. Steffens with 23 to lead the floor for Wahpeton, while Huzar has 18 to lead the floor for Northern Cass. 4 minutes on the game clock. This one is tipped up in the air, won by the Northern Cass Jaguars, as Freilich will see this here into the front court. Freilich right-handed side to Huzar. Huzar with it at the right wing. Huzar with the pass. Nice find to Munson as Ralph comes over. No backside help, and Munson gets the main field goal. Northern Cass right off the tip takes the opening lead here of the intermission, make that the halftime session with 3:35 left to play here in the overtime session. Up top goes Kubala. Kubala is going to drive on Reichel, spins, will handle this one here at the left block, uses up that dribble, left-handed side out of Malk. Malk looking for it with Steffens. Steffens will see it here, a couple of dribbles. Steffens will rise, jumper from 18 is short off the iron, rebound, a big board by Munson. Munson will come away with it here for the senior. Up the near sideline, that'll go to Reichel now. Hudson will utilize it here for Northern Cass. Jags lead it by 2. Hudson with a couple of dribbles, looking for it now to Miles. Freilich double, back to Hudson. Hudson will see this one back up top as Freilich calls out the offense here. Shot clock to 14 seconds. With it is Huzar. Huzar will see it crossing over left to right. Huzar on the inside, able to spin. Shot is up off the backboard. No. Rebound tipped out to Hudson. Hudson will give it back up top at a fresh 35 here for Northern Cass. Reichel with the basketballs. Bryce Laxdal says give this one to Trey Huzar. Takes a look at the play card, and as Huzar gives it to the left wing, Northern Cass will see it with Reichel. Reichel here back to Freilich. Freilich with the basketball. Steffens went for the steal. Freilich gets by him inside the paint. Off the window, no rebound. Put back. Crockett can't get it. It's underneath, and Landon Ralph will come away with a defensive board. Ralph finds Steffens in transition. Huskies got numbers. They find it to Mauk with the left-handed scoop for two. Trayton Mauk now with 9, and we're tied at 52 apiece. Tied at 52 with 2:05 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Freilich taking it. Huzar here between the circles. Munson trying to set the screen. Huzar takes it. Ralph comes out on the guard. Huzar goes behind the back. Huzar on the interior, and there's a foul. Landon Ralph's going to pick up the foul. That'll be his fourth. That'll be the team's third of the fourth quarter into the overtime session. 2 free throws for Trey. Huzar misses free throw attempt number 1. This to give Northern Cass the lead. Huzar is 1 of 3 from the free throw line here tonight. Free throw attempt is up, and it's short. Rebound comes down to the Huskies. Kubala will handle it, his 5th board of the game. Wahpeton with a chance to take the lead now in the overtime session. Huskies, this one will go to Steffens. Steffens to left-handed side, now to Mauk. Back to Steffens here. Steffens, top of the key, taking the ball screen at the right wing. Steffens with the basketball, hard on the inside. Lost it on the way. Huzar and Munson comes away with a steal. Northern Cass with under 90 seconds to play. We'll see this in the front court, near sideline now for the Jags. That'll be to Reichel. Reichel gives it now to Miles Freilich. Freilich with a couple of dribbles. Freilich here top of the key for Northern Cass. Freilich sees this one on the dribble. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Freilich back up top as this one will be to Huzar. As Trayton Mauk coming down with it. Huzar will pick it up. Huzar handles it at the free throw line. Shot is up, and this one will be a blocking foul on Ralph. Ralph will pick up the foul, and if he does, where we think it is, it'll be his 5th. It will. Ralph will foul out of this game with 4 points. And Huzar heads back to the free throw line to shoot 2. Northern Cass 3 of 6 in this game from the free throw line. Huzar with a chance to give the Jags the lead with 60 seconds to play here in the overtime session. This one is short. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Northern Cass. 2 points apiece so far in the overtime by Munson and Mauk. Free throw attempts here for Trey is good. Huzar now with 19 points. Northern Cass leads at 53-52. Steffens will handle it here, 55 seconds. Gets right to the paint, off the window, and count it! Steffens with 25, a chance to make it 26 at the line. Foul comes across on Munson on the help. That'll be his 3rd, and an and one here for the Huskies. As you'll see, a timeout here for Bryce Laxdal. You get 1 extra in overtime here. We'll break with him. 52.3 seconds left to play in the 4th. It's a 54-53 Husky lead with a chance at an and one when we return.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Benedictine Mission Coordinator has a great move-in special. For a limited time, you can save $5,000 when you move in. That's $1,000 off your first 4 months of rent, and the $1,000 move-in fee is waived. Your rent at Benedictine Mission Coordinator covers 3 meals a day, home and yard maintenance, indoor access to Essentia Health Clinic and Benedictine Therapy Services, and much more. To schedule an appointment, call Benedictine Mission Court at 218-784-5250. Save $5,000 with this move-in special.
High school hoops today here on YourLiveEvent.com. 54-53 here in this contest, as the Wahpeton Huskies will head to the free throw line for an and one after the timeout by Northern Cass. They will have one remaining. Wahpeton has two. Both teams are in the bonus from here on out. It's overtime number one. A spot in the Region 1 championship is on the line with a W here tonight. Steffens, 25 points, trying to make it 26. Free throw attempt is up, and it's in. Steffens now with 26 points. Huskies lead it by 2. A full court pressure defense. Wahpeton will back up as Freilich brings in the front court. Freilich taking the ball screen. Wahpeton going to hedge out here as they do. Freilich making his way to the paint. Left-handed layup with a little Johnny English for 2. Freilich in double digits with 10. Huskies will see it here with Jackson DeVries. Northern Cass wanted a traveling violation. Nothing granted as Ralph will call the timeouts. 33.6 seconds left to play here in the overtime session. It's a short timeout on the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North. You could hear the entire Northern Cass fan base behind us wanting the travel violation right in front of us on the scores table. Ralph gets the timeout with 55 all, with 33.6 seconds left to play in this one. Is a 3-second game clock to shot clock differential here in overtime session number 1. Again, timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Go to banknorth.bank, helping customers, communities build, grow, and prosper. That's Bank North. Well, it's tied at 13 apiece after one quarter. It was a 25-18 lead at the half for Wahpeton. Northern Cass led by 1 after 3, then tied at 50 apiece, as now it's 55 all here in this overtime session. Northern Cass fans on their feet here behind us at the shack. Malk will give this one left-handed side as he gives it back up top now to Steffens. Steffens here will handle the basketball. 25 seconds in this overtime. Left wing to Malk on the baseline. Malk at the left wing gives it back up top to Kubala. Kubala will see it here to the left-handed side of DeVries. DeVries at the wing back to Steffens as the shot clock works to single digits. Now to 8, now to 7. Steffens asking for someone to set a ball screen. They give it to Gilbertson now with 4. Gilbertson able to spin at the free throw line. Gilbertson gets a shot off from 15. It's short, rebound tipped out. Here it goes to DeVries. Extra pass to Kubala for 3. That'll go short, and we need overtime number 2. The Huskies with a couple of opportunities, but we will go to overtime number 2 here inside the shack. Buckle in for another 4 minutes.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 75 Red Angus bulls plus 20 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics, producing Red Angus genetics with sustainability for over 26 years. Request a catalog today. Call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189 or Facebook Jacobson Red Angus. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th, 1 p.m.
As we head to the second overtime here on YourLiveEvent.com, inside the shack, the Huskies with a couple of good looks. Got the tip, got the reversal to the baseline, just couldn't hit. And now we're going to the second overtime. We've already played 36 minutes, so why not play an even 40? This one gets tipped. This will be on the deck eventually by Malkin. We'll see a jump ball, and the arrow should make its way towards Northern Cass after the tip. If you say that Wahpeton had it, unless you're going to get a re-jump with Malk and Miles Freilich here now in the circle as they both had it on the deck. We've seen about everything on your basketball bingo card here tonight, so they're going to say Freilich and Malk had it. They're going to have a re-jump here, and you're going to see 2 guards to do it again. This one is tipped, and Malk is able to win this battle as the Huskies will handle it here now with Steffens. Steffens will utilize this. 3:50 already. Now into overtime number 2. Ball goes left-handed side to Kubala. Now top of the key. Kubala spins on the interior. Kubala looking backdoor, cutting. Here goes Steffens on the interior. Off the window. Can't get it. Munson with a big rebound. Munson with his 10th board of the game. Northern Cass will see this now for Freilich. Freilich across the timeline for the Jags as they handle it here at the wing. Freilich taking the ball screen, able to do so once but twice on Ron Munson. Freilich going to drive, probing, looking, finding Reichel, top of the key, 3 on the way, rattling in. Reichel with 15 points on the contest. It's a 3-point lead for Northern Cass. Steffens at the right wing, gives it right-handed side. That'll go back up top now to Mauk. They reverse it to Cummings. Cummings at the left wing as they give it to Mauk here, left-handed side to Kubala. Kubala will see it here, back up top to Steffens. Steffens with the basketball, top of the key, finds it to Mauk. Mauk for the answer, college range triple, tickles the twine. Trent Mauk from 19-9, and we're knotted at 58. 2:47 in overtime number 2. Reichel will see this one between the rings. Now the hands of Huzar. Huzar will see it here, ball screen as Huzar handles it top of the key. Huzar crossing over left to right. Huzar on the baseline, step through off the window, can't get it. Rebound here, going to be won and eventually on the loose ball by Cummings. Good save on the wave there by Gilbertson, trying to throw it off of Crockett, but it went to Cummings for the Huskies, and with 2:22 left to play in overtime number 2, it's a 58-all contest. Steffens in the front court, guarded by Huzar at the wing. Gilbertson comes up top, guarded by Crockett. Gilbertson's going to drive at the high post, now to Mauk. Mauk top of the key, the knuckler three-pointer off the front iron, rebound to Brooks. Crockett will see it now to Freilich. Freilich crossing the timeline right to left as we see it inside the Shield Center. Freilich here at the right of the key, asking for a ball screen. Munson gives it to him. Freilich to the paint, off the window with the left hand, and look at the 5'6" guard go. Freilich now with 12. Northern Cass leads it by 2. Wahpeton left and inside to Mauk. 1:45 left to play in overtime number 2. Steffens up top to Mauk here between the circles. Right-handed side Kubala. Kubala at the right wing here for the Huskies. Gives it to Steffens. Steffens going to drive, probing, looking to the left short corner, uses up that dribble. Steffens left and inside to Kubala, and Jeff Ralph wants a timeout. 1:29 left to play in overtime number 2. Wahpeton with the ball down by 2 and we return.
Are you looking for your next vacation rental? Call or text Mason at Cleveguard Rentals 701-552-3181. Family fun, girls getaway, retreats and get-togethers. Call or text Mason 701-552-3181. Located on West McDonald Lake, your vacation awaits.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems or working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they'll come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Call 701-636-2119 or planter.com.
Inside the Shield Center, time on the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North. It's Northern Cass 60, Wahpeton 58. After the Jeff Ralph timeout, they'll still have 1 remaining. Northern Cass has 2, both teams in the bonus. They inbound it, right-handed side to Mauk at the right wing. Mauk will see it up top to Gilbertson. Gilbertson jumper from 10 is short. Munson with the tip on the hands of Steffens. Steffens will see it now here for Wahpeton on the interior. Over Huzar, can't finish. It's still loose on the deck as Steffens and Kubala and with him and Crockett. And we get a timeout for Jeff Ralph. Jeff Ralph will use the final timeout here for the Wahpeton Huskies. That was simply put a slip and slide scrum inside the Shield Center. 1:10 to play here in overtime number 2. It's a 60 timeout on the floor, a full one. We'll take a short one here and come back to put the final 70 seconds of overtime number 2 when we return.
Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
Still to come, we'll have a post-game for crying out loud. The question is just a matter of when. We'll get to our full conversation. We'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our Agassi Precision Egg Play of the Contest. That and more is still to come. Finals tonight, Region 2, Thompson gets by 4, wins Minnewacan 48-44. They will match up with Devils Lake in the championship in Region 2 on Thursday. Third place will be Grafton, and 4 wins Minnewacan upcoming to advance to then a state qualifier on Saturday. 70 seconds left to play in overtime number 2. Wahpeton without timeouts for the remainder of this overtime session. They would get one back if it goes to a third overtime, as Steffens has a little cut, so he will have to take a look at here at the right knee as he's getting taped up here quickly. While for Northern Cass, they have 2 timeouts remaining. Again, both teams are in the bonus as they're taking a look at it, as the blood is still coming out now. So Steffens is going to have to possibly come out of the game, and Jeff Ralph doesn't have a timeout to use. As they're going to take a look at it here, as if he doesn't get cleaned up quick enough, they'll take a look at the tape job as they quickly put a couple of Band-Aids around Steffens, tape it up, and let's boogie. 70 seconds in overtime number 2. Inbound. This one goes left and inside to Mauk. Mauk will see it here at the left wing with the basketball up top to Gilbertson. Gilbertson with it between the circles now to Steffens. 60 seconds to play in the overtime session. Steffens left and inside up top to Gilbertson. Gilbertson with the cradle rock to the right elbow. Gives it to Mauk. Mauk cuts inside the paint. Gets walled off here. Mauk with the step through left and a layup up and in for 2. All 5 points in this overtime session number 2 scored by Mauk, and we're tied at 60 apiece. A 10-second to game clock to shot clock differential here inside the Shack. 35 seconds here in the overtime. Reichel will give this now to Freilich. Freilich back to Reichel at the left wing. Reichel with a couple of dribbles and a timeout for Bryce Slackstall with 29.3 seconds left to play. Timeout on the floor, as we'll break with them on your liveevent.com in the second overtime.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
29.3 seconds left to play here in overtime number 2. If you win this game again, you got the Vikings. If it's Wahpeton, it's a rematch of last season. If it's Northern Cass, it's their first region championship appearance since 2016, when they made it to the region championship game, that is, and they eventually made it to state. The Jags trying to spell that here with a win. The loser has a game with Central Cass tomorrow at 6 o'clock in a win or go home situation for third. But at right now, tied at 60 apiece with 29.3 seconds left to play. We'll see what Bryce Slackstall draws up. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Huzar will inbound it in front of us here, heading towards the north rim inside the Shield Center. Ball gets inbounded to Munson, right-handed side Crockett. They work it to Freilich. Coming across on the flex screen is Huzar. They give it up top now to Reichel. Reichel with 10 seconds, back to Freilich. Freilich here with 10 seconds, takes the dribble, crossing over right to left, trying to get by Mauk. Bounce pass, Munson on the interior, there's a foul. And we'll see the intentional foul on the way here for Cummings. So free throws and the ball for Northern Cass. The foul will be on Alex Cummings as he took the right shoulder of Munson, as Munson went for the reversal. And so now you can elect to who's going to shoot the intentional here, as the officials are going to talk it over, as Munson, a 36% free throw shooter on the season, and they're going to have the opportunity to shoot the free throws here. And this one again will be with the man who had to take the free throw attempts on the shot with Munson because he got fouled. First of 2 on the way for Munson, 13 seconds to play. In and out, no good. Second free throw attempt upcoming. Even with the miss, you would get the ball back from the Northern Cass perspective. Is long, and Wahpeton dodges a bullet. So that was the intentional here. And now 13.7, they'll talk it over. Northern Cass will inbound the basketball, as they will see this here with on the inbounds. That'll go to Reichel. So Reichel will inbound this here on the baseline as Bryce Laxdell wants a timeout here. He's got one timeout remaining, and he's going to use it to set up an inbounds play. 13.7 to play here in this one. We've seen about everything on your basketball bingo card. The question is, will we see a buzzer beater? We'll find out when we return.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
All right, on cue, a Bank North timeout here today on YourLiveEvent.com, and there has been a plethora of those here tonight, just with the overtime sessions. Both teams again in the bonus, no timeouts remaining. The next jump ball will favor Northern Cass. They handle it on the baseline, out of bounds on the left-handed side here for the Jags. Tied up at 60 apiece here between Northern Cass, one state tournament appearance in program history coming back in 2016. The Huskies with 44 state tournament appearances, most recently coming back in 2019. This doesn't get you to state, but it gets you a step closer. As you'll see Northern Cass to inbound the basketball here as they will. Huzar gives this one to Freilich. Freilich with the basketball now as they will handle it here. Crossing over right to left. 8 seconds left to play here in the overtime. Freilich trying to back his defender down. Takes another ball screen. Going to drive. Bounce pass. Here goes Crockett. Left wing three. Off the iron. Putback is going to be a block shot. Munson had the basketball, but a block shot by Alex Cummings as Munson couldn't get the tip. He brought it down just a little bit, and as he went to go put the ball back up, a block shot by Cummings, and let's go to a third overtime. We're tied at 60 inside the shack. More basketball when we return.
Bears Home Solutions is the Red River Valley's premier HVAC and plumbing company. Our team of friendly, licensed professionals has delivered top-notch service to the Red River Valley since 1978. Bears Home Solutions is the only name you need to know when it comes to heating, cooling, and plumbing installation, service, or repair. When you want it done right the first time, you need a Bear in there.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
We head to a third overtime on the north side of Fargo. Whoever wins and whoever loses, the question is how much you're going to have in the tank tomorrow for Central Cass and Kindred, quite frankly, because now you're going to play 12 extra minutes of overtime as this one is tipped up in the air, and Steffens and the Wahpeton Huskies will begin with the basketball. 32 minutes of regulation. You add another 12. You played 44, and we'll see how many more we possibly might play. This has been a tight basketball game. With it right at the key. Taking the ball screen is Mauk. Mauk to the right to left on the cross. Goes between the legs. Picks up the dribble now to Steffens. Shot clock to 13 seconds. Steffens top of the key. Trying to get by Huzar. Left-handed layups off the mark. And Huzar will get the loose ball rebound. Huzar will see it here up the floor as this one goes now to Reichel. Reichel at the right wing takes a couple of dribbles, trying to back his defender down as Reichel looks for a cunning Freilich to get the ball. Freilich will see it here, rips it through. Freilich with a couple of dribbles to the left wing. Here goes Crockett. Wahpeton switching as they give it to Crockett. Up top now to Freilich. Freilich with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Left wing to Crockett. Crockett will utilize it here. Crockett with it, spins, gives it to Munson. Munson with 4, now to Huzar with 3. Left wing 3 on the way is short. Rebound comes down to Kubala. Kubala with it up the floor. This one will go left wing to Mauk. Mauk at the left wing, free throw line extended. Back up top now for the Huskies with Steffens. 2:50 left to play in overtime number 3 here inside the Shield Center. Steffens up top to Mauk. Mauk crossing over right to left. Gets to the 10. Off the window, but there's a foul. Munson or Freilich will pick up the foul. We'll see who it's on. This will be on Munson. That'll be his fourth, and 2 free throws here for Steffens. Check that, make that Mauk, excuse me. Mauk with 2 free throws. First free throw of the game here for Triton, a 78% free throw shooter on the season. Hits the first. Huskies lead it by 1. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Mauk. It's short. Rebound goes to Huzar. And Huzar corrals the loose ball. With it now is Freilich. Northern Cass trails it by 1. Freilich left and inside to Crockett. Crockett at the left wing. Crockett uses up that dribble. Looking for a teammate. Crockett hands it off to Huzar. Back up top now to Reichel. Reichel with it at the top of the key. Goes behind the back. Reichel's going to drive. Looks for the pass on Munson. Ball gets turned over here for Northern Cass. 2:19 left to play. Now if you're Wahpeton, you got the point, you got the stop. Now can you score to make it a 3-point game or possibly hit a 3 and get up by 2 possessions? The Northern Cass faithful chanting defense. Huskies with Steffens left and inside to Mauk. Mauk will give this to Kubala. Kubala at the left of the key finds it to Steffens. Steffens will see it here, top of the key to Gilbertson. Gilbertson will utilize this one here for the Huskies. Back to Steffens. Steffens will see this with under 2 minutes to play here in the overtime number 3 session. Steffens at the left wing taking the ball screen, rising just inside the 3-point line. That'll go short. Rebound is loose to Reichel. Northern Cass gets to stop. A field goal here again will give them the lead with 1:40 left to play in the overtime session. As Huzar takes the ball screen on the inside, throws it up off the backboard. No, Huzar saves it now to Crockett. Right to the key. 3 is up. That'll go long. Rebound tipped by Munson to Huzar. Huzar on the inside passes inside to Munson, but Gilbertson comes out of nowhere, and it's a steal as that one goes to Kubala. Munson was open on the inside, but by the time Huzar saw him, it allowed enough time for Gilbertson to get that one on the tip. Otherwise, that would have been an easy layup inside. Instead, now 1:14 left to play in the overtime session. Little flex cut. This one goes right to the key. Gilbertson will utilize it here. Back to Mauk at the left wing. Mauk with a shot fake. Shot clock down to 10 seconds. Mauk looking to cross over right to left. Drive kick to Cummings. Up top to Kubala. Now to Steffens with 5. Now with 4. Steffens at the right wing trying to get by Huzar. To the right block. Shot is up and in for 2. Steffens with 28 points. Wahpeton leads it by 3, 63-60. Northern Cass will see it as they give it to Freilich. Freilich here with 40 seconds remaining in the overtime session. Freilich with the basketball, looking for the ball screen. Takes it here. Freilich to the paint, off the window. There's a foul. Alex Cummings with the foul, his second. As Freilich will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the junior. Freilich 8, make that 10 of 12 from the free throw line here in the tournament with 33.2 seconds left in the overtime session. Free throw is good. Northern Cass back within 2. Zeski will check in for Munson here. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming for the Jags. Freilich hits that one. He's got 14. Northern Cass is back within 1. Full court pressure defense by the Jags. Wahpeton gives it to Kubala. Now to Cummings. Kubala will see this. As you can hear, Brooks, Crockett with Bryce Laxdell. As Bryce Laxdell will say to foul Alex Cummings. Instead, they got the ball quickly to Kubala. And Kubala will head to the free throw line. A 67% free throw shooter on the season. As the foul will be coming here on Northern Cass. Kubala to shoot 2. Makes the first with 30.2 seconds left to play here in the overtime session. Foul was on Hudson Reichel, his first. As Munson quickly back into the contest. Free throw attempt number 2 to make it a 3-point game. Is good. 65-62, Huskies out in front. Freilich will see it here, Mauk on the guard. Freilich with the basketball up the sideline. Freilich goes behind the back, lost it, it's loose, and Mauk will come away with a steal. Northern Cass now has to foul. Back to Kubala here. Kubala with it, there's the foul with 17.8 left in the overtime session. Foul will be on Freilich, his second. He went behind the back. Steffens came to jump it. It went in the hands of his teammate Dower Mauk. Now up the floor to Kubala with 2 free throws. And Bjorn buries the free throw attempt. 17.8 seconds left to play in this overtime session. The Huskies at the free throw line here for Kubala. Hits them both. Inbounding it here are Northern Cass. Taking the screen. Freilich, deep 3 on the way from the right wing. A short rebound is loose to Steffens, fouled by Freilich, and it looks like the Huskies, the 2 seed, is going to survive the 3 seed of Northern Cass with 7.5 seconds left to play in the overtime session. Steffens to the free throw line. Here is Kubala with some big time free throws. Gets this to 15 points on the way. Mauk so far in this one has 15 in his own right. 5th free throw opportunity is up and in. And Wahpeton, every free throw that goes in, just a dagger right now here to Northern Cass. 29 points here on the way for Steffens. 68-62. Timeout on the floor here for head coach Jeff Ralph. We'll break with them. Huskies up by 6.
For the last 25 years, Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties has been serving the real estate needs of Fargo-Moorhead and the surrounding communities. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Carlita is ready to help you evaluate the market and make the right choice for you. Take the first step into settling into your next home by calling Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties at 701-367-5918. Experienced, confident, qualified Carlita Dietz.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Tied at 50 going into overtime number 1. Tied at 55 going into overtime number 2. Tied at 60 going into overtime number 3. Northern Cass with 2 points here in the overtime session. Free throws by Miles Freilich. 8 points here by the Huskies, and they've done it mostly at the free throw line. You got Steffens with 2 points. For the main field goal, a chance to add to that here. You got a couple of free throws on the way for Kubala as well, as he's got 17 here in the game. Free throw opportunity number 2 here for Wahpeton as the Huskies look like they're going to scrap one out here tonight inside the Shield Center. Free throw attempt for Steffens is good. 7-point game. Inbounds to Freilich. Freilich will see it here as he crosses timeline, taking the screen. Freilich, top of the key. Three-pointer is up and off the iron, and that's how we'll end this one. The Wahpeton Huskies with a 69-62 win here over Northern Cass. The Jags with 2 points in the overtime session, and the 9 here for Wahpeton. Wahpeton will have a date with Kindred coming up here tomorrow for their second straight Region 1 championship. The Squirrels have a date with Northern Cass. Back with more after this here inside the Shield Center.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
As we come back on our post-game show, 3 overtime sessions it took here in this particular one to get out a victory, but no matter how long it took for the Wahpeton Huskies, they found a way to get it done here. Join us on our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to enbridge.com for career opportunities. One of them here for Wahpeton, Bjorn Kubala here in a 3 overtime victory, able to hit some free throws late, able to hit a couple three-pointer as well in an overtime session. Bjorn, just take us through the game. He had 32 minutes of regulation, 12 extra minutes in the overtime session. He played 44 minutes here in this one. Just what did it take here in this particular contest to come away with an overtime victory?
Yeah, defense especially, a lot of communication. Last night we lacked communication, so our coach emphasized that today in walkthrough. We need to talk a lot more today, so I think that really helped us out today.
This particular game is just a flurry at the very end. Free throws, you're going back and forth. Take us through the emotions as a player, how to keep yourself composed and just find a way to gut the next possession out no matter what happens here, Bjorn.
Yeah, I trust my teammates, like Trey making a couple big plays with that 3 and I think the first overtime, and then that step-through layup. I mean, he came through big for us. Braden with the free throws. Just having trust in my teammates. Yeah.
What does it mean for this team back-to-back years to get back to a region championship, and you get a familiar opponent as you saw last year with the Kinder Vikings?
I mean, it just shows we belong in this class. Hopefully we can go and beat Kinder tomorrow.
Biggest thing about this team, 16-7 now. Bjorn able to pick up a victory against Oak Grove. You had to claw and scrap one out here against Northern Cass. What's a trait or characteristic that best describes this Husky club as they get ready for that championship tomorrow night?
Yeah, defense. Ever since I think we lost to Hillsboro in January, our coach said we had to kind of go soul searching, and we started talking about defense. That was our main. That's what's going to get us going every game. And since then, I think we've held double-digit games to under 50 points, and we've held 2 games under 30, so defense is what energizes us for sure.
Yeah, without question. And last thing that I'll ask you here, Bjorn, before we let you go, what is a kid like Braden Steffens, what is a guy like Trayton Malk, the backcourt that you have? You know, obviously we saw Jack Gilbertson at times hit some big shots in this one, but what did you just kind of see from your backcourt, having the opportunity to go one-on-one or make some plays here tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Braden can go one-on-one against anyone. Trey's probably the quickest kid I've ever seen. So, and I think we have some of the best rebounding guards in the state for sure. So, I mean, it's hard to guard us, I think. So
yeah, the Wahpeton Huskies again making their way to the championship. Bjorn, congratulations, most importantly, on the win, and take an ice bath, some Powerade, whatever you need, some bananas, and get ready for tomorrow. Again, Bjorn Kubala with us here on our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to enbridge.com for career opportunities. Back with more after this here inside the Shack.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
How we go from our Enbridge Energy, one of our Enbridge Energy players of the game with Bjorn Kubala. You could also make a case for Steffens and a couple other players or different plays in this one, but let's get to the head coach here for the Wahpeton Huskies, Jeff Ralph. And Jeff, I don't know where to start in this one because it was tight throughout. You never saw either team really get on a 10-0, 12-0 run to separate. It seemed like throughout the course of the game we were talking about one possession or two possession games. You had a couple opportunities in overtime. They had a couple opportunities in overtime before we even got to the third overtime. Right. Played an extra 12 minutes of game action. So where do you start as a coach outside of you found a way to gut one out when it matters most in March?
Well, I think it came down to, Trayton Malk on the perimeter and got a little poke and we got a steal, and then that, that kind of sealed it for us there in the third overtime. But, I think they got downhill on us a lot and going in the lane. And, the last time we played him, Trey Hussar didn't play. And we knew it was going to be a different game. And he had, I thought, just a fantastic game tonight. going to the basket. And we really didn't answer that very good. You know, we tried a couple different guys on them, but I thought in the end it was really our perimeter defense, you know, and, you know, Trayton to get 15 tonight hit, I think, 2 big threes for us. But, you know, what he's doing on the defensive end is phenomenal. And, you know, credit to Bryce and his guys, man, they played great. And, you know, a credit to our guys. We found a way to win a big game. I mean, you want to play in the championship and give yourself a chance to go to state with one game. And, you know, a credit to our kids for doing that. I thought we just gutted it out. And I think both of them are that way. Oak Grove yesterday, we had to gut that one out too. We made a run in the fourth quarter, but I thought just a gutty performance. And, you know, the beast for us, Braden, was just, you know, 30.
Yep.
I mean, career high tonight. What a night to have it. And I think he went to the foul line at the end, made 2 free throws.
Yep.
Bjorn, I tell you what, Bjorn Kubala from the free throw line, these last 3-4 games have been really good. And, you know, that's something in some games that we played. You know, I think of the Kindred game, I think we were something like 9 of 19 from the free throw line. Well, it's this 8-point game. You know, you go 15 of 19. Now it's a different ball game. So I think we're seeing some things, but we still, you know, the dumb old coach says we got more work to do still. How can we have more work? I mean,
join us again for the Huskies, Jeff Rofroff. I'm going to ask you this question, Jeff, because Keelan Munson goes to the free throw line in the second overtime. There was the intentional foul call on Alex Cummings. He misses both, but you still have to defend with 13.6 seconds. Once you got into that third overtime, did you almost feel like, okay, we got the hump over us. We found a way to make a stop. We found a way to maybe get to a point of a game where maybe we shouldn't. And you could argue Northern Cass could be in the same boat at sometimes during this game to say, ooh, Wahpeton was close there at the end of regulation, and ooh, we got one out to get it to overtime. So that teeter-totter. But once you got the team back into the overtime session in the third to say, we still need 4 more minutes from you, what was the message going in that final overtime?
Well, you know, that last play, that last 13.7, we come in and they're looking at me and they go, all right, now we got to do the same thing again, but we can't throw somebody down here. We just, you know.
Yep.
But once we got to that, I think that is one of those times where you go, all right, we weathered it. Now let's go get it. And I think maybe that was the play that did it. You know, they had huge opportunity there. And you know, I think when I look at them though, you know, they're looking at me nodding their heads, and not because they know they should, but because, you know, they believe in what they're doing. So I thought we had the ball in the right hands. Trey was good in the overtimes, and I thought, you know, like I said, the beast getting the ball in his hands, that's where we want it to be. And when Braden's got the ball, a lot of good things happen.
You know, the one thing I noticed in this game, obviously Braden is kind of the conductor, but Trayton did things when you needed him to do. Bjorn doing things when he needed him to do. Jack Gilbertson, at times you were given the ball in his hands. You liked the matchup. So the backcourt really tonight, Jeff, was the defining game piece of this for, 7 quarters, you can call it now play. But talk to us how about your backcourt was able to do both rebounding and also getting out in transition when those opportunities were there.
Yeah, well, you know, we did have a couple transition buckets, which is, you know, that's kind of our thing, and we need to get those. But those guys, I mean, they guard, they handle the ball. You know, I feel like if we can get in the lane, we're going to finish. We missed a lot. You know, Braden, I thought, had some really good looks. Jack, we really, you know, you said Jack's matchup. We liked his matchup on his guy, and he got to where we needed him to be, and he was kind of short on him, probably tired. You know, we didn't go that deep today. But I think still, when it came time, you know, we got a bucket. Trey, I thought Trey was huge tonight. You know, that sideline play at the overtime, they come out and it's like, oh, they're just going to play. Let's throw it right to Trey and go score. You know, and I mean, God, he had a good shot. It was just, you know, that those guys are the big piece of our game, our perimeter guys, Jackson and Braden and Trey and Bjorn and Jack, and you know, when they go, we go. You know, and I think the piece we maybe missed tonight was that inside scoring with Landon and Al. You know, we really didn't have any of that tonight. You know, Landon was in foul trouble, but I think it's something we're going to have tomorrow against Kindred. But our guards are what makes us go. That's, you know, that's not a secret to anybody.
No,
I mean,
not at all. Not at all.
We need them. We need them to do what they did tonight.
Hey, Jeff, I'm going to let you go in the locker room, let you go celebrate. I'll even let you go take an ice bath because you probably need it just as much as they do with everything with 3 overtimes. Congratulations, and we'll see you tomorrow in the championship.
All right. Thanks a lot, Chase. It'll be fun.
That again, Jeff Ralph, the head coach of the Huskies, will put a bow on this one when we return.
City of Hillsborough invites you to make Hillsborough your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsborough. If you have questions related to services available in the city of Hillsborough, contact the Hillsborough City Office at 701-636-4620.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What a basketball game this was. Unfortunately for one of these two teams, you had to come out on the short end of the stick as we get to our Agassiz Precision Egg play of the contest. And for the Huskies, they hit the free throws when they needed to in the third overtime session to put the game out of reach and eventually away from the Northern Cass Jaguars here in this one as they hit some free throws, with particularly with Bjorn Kubala, able to see that as well with Steffens able to hit those late in the contest, and even got the and one in the first overtime, which was a large point to get that into the second overtime session as well. The free throw line for the Huskies, that was a difference here in this particular game. Brian Steffens again with 30 points. He had 15 points on the way for Mauk Kubala. We had him for 17-6 for Gilbertson and 4 for Ralph. For Northern Cass, led by the 19 of Trey Huzor, the 15 for Reichel, the 14 on the way for Miles Freilich, 6 for Crockett and Munson, and 2 points for Porker Zeski in this contest. A 3-overtime game that goes final. The Wahpeton Huskies with a 69-62 win over Northern Cass, as Wahpeton will have a date with Kinder tomorrow in the championship. Northern Cass will play Central Cass at 6 o'clock upcoming tomorrow for third place. The meetings earlier this year, Central Cass beat Northern Cass to close the regular season back on March the 3rd in Hunter, while for Wahpeton, they lost twice to the Kinder Vikings earlier in the season. The biggest question is for both Northern Cass and Wahpeton, what are the legs and what's the situation playing 3 games in 3 days and now playing a 3-overtime game sandwiched in the middle of that? We'll find out what's going to happen. Region 2 coming up here on yourliveevent.com. A final out in Region 2 again. Devils Lake and also Thompson pickup wins. They will play on Thursday. Grafton will go up against in the third place matchup against Four Winds Minnewacan. In the A in Region 3, Des Lacs Burlington over Botno. They'll play Turtle Mountain, who defeated Rugby by 14 in the Region 3 semi. Shiloh Christian gets by Killdeer. They will have a date with Beulah upcoming in the Region 4 semis. That'll be on Thursday. Reminder, the state qualifiers will be on Saturday at 1 and 3 o'clock. Here on yourliveevent.com on the A, and the same for the B at 5 and 7 following that, but that'll be on Saturday. The first things first, we got to get through tomorrow. Join us for our coverage starting at 6 o'clock for Northern Cass and Central Cass for the third place game, and then we will get to the championship again of Kindred and Wahpeton. Northern Cass now drops to 15 and 8 on the season. The Huskies improve to 16 and 7. Thanks so much for tuning into our coverage, and join us tomorrow for some more high school basketball here on yourliveevent.com.